Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Aaliyah. I post a lot of tarot readings, and this is just a fun way for me to share my wisdom and insights and be of service to people who can benefit from these messages. So in this video, I want to do a reading for the people who are really struggling with loneliness right now. And I just hope and pray that this will reach people who desperately need it. I just did a video on loneliness, and I wasn't expecting for the energy to be coming from such an empowered, competent place. It had a lot of this self-assured, deep connection, knowing kind of energy. So I feel like I wanted to make another video for the people who are in despair. Like, if I can offer any support, any insight through this, that's really what motivated me to make this kind of reading in the first place. And energy is energy. I don't know who I'm talking to. I just know that I have an intention. I have a feeling to share, to speak to specific groups of people, to share specific messages. And that's exactly what I'm going to try to do here. So I want this video to be for people who really need it. And I want to channel my wisdom from my personal experiences in ways that are going to benefit those who really need it. So I'm going to use the cards for guidance and see what it is that I can share, what it is that you need to hear that I can provide, because that's really why I'm here. I just want to be of service and support and help. So for those people who are really desperate, really hurting, really struggling with loneliness right now, what is the root of your loneliness? Okay, so we have judgment. So right away, there's something huge changing in your life, something cataclysmic. This is an upheaval, renewal, a total 360 or 180 change or cleanse. Sorry, 180, that kind of came out a little muffled. Yeah, so big changes, and it's a major arcana card, so it's really, there could be like multiple, I'm literally getting chills right now. This is, woo, spooky. Oh my gosh. I feel like you could, okay, yeah, this is a different energy entirely. I feel like you might feel like you're even going crazy a little bit, or feeling just overwhelmed or a little disassociated with the energy, with just everything that's going on. It's almost as if maybe you can't even process everything at once. So, and that's okay. I've been in that place before, and I'm here now, and I'm functioning, and you can get through this as well. And I know that those are just words, but I can only imagine how disorienting it feels to endure the kind of change that it shakes your entire world. And it looks different, and specifically different for different people. It could come in the form of, relationship changes, or environment changes, or physical changes, or mental, emotional, spiritual changes, all kinds of things. So what is it that's at the root of this for you? What is changing? Oh my God. The energy I feel is insane. And of course the Tower comes out. I don't know what you're going through right now, but I'm actually seeing, and oh my gosh, I'm seeing and feeling, this is so intense for whoever I'm picking up on, whatever I'm picking up on, but I feel this energy of like weeping and like wailing in desperation. So if that's you, I see you, I feel you, and I'm so sorry for whatever you're going through, and I'm here with you, and we're gonna be here, we're hanging out in this video together, and take this as a sign that I love you. Somebody loves you. Somebody feels you. Somebody cares enough to reach out to you and want to offer you empathy and validation. And because it's so unbearable to go through those gut-wrenching oh my gosh, just I can feel the like gut wrenching. Yeah. So interesting how these things work, because I just tap into different energy. I set my intention and I'm there, and I trust that by being in this, connecting with this field and putting my prayers and my intentions into it, I can hopefully, connect. Like, this video will hopefully find its way and make its way towards the people that need to hear this. But I feel like I've been in energy like this before, long time ago, but it's a lot. So yeah, what's going on? Okay, we had these two come out. Oh, it's just okay. We have this is not two cards. This is one card. It felt like two, the way it came out. But we have the Fool card. So something has been wiped clean. Something new, brand new is happening. Could have been a moment where you felt like chills, man. Like the rug was ripped out from underneath your feet. And there's this feeling of like, oops, I'm just gonna say real quick, yes, I am home. My mom just texted me. It's after midnight, so, gotta reassure my mom. Yeah, so, and then it's funny because she asked, are you home? Because I was just on a walk, and she goes to sleep early. So there's this feeling of like, are you home? Are you there? Like, people might have been wondering where you've been. You might be leaving home. You might be going somewhere new. You might be in like a new environment, or a new, some new kind of crazy change or whatever. And then we have the Eight of Cups on the bottom of the deck. So this is all about like grief and moving away from something, moving on from something. So you could have, and another eight on the other stack, split stack. So, yeah, patterns, man. What else is going on here? We have the King of Pentacles. Okay. And the Seven of Pentacles. Okay. Someone might be frustrated. I hear a man yelling, and he's frustrated because he can't control you. That's literally what I heard. The energy that I felt for this is like someone who is in control, and every archetype, every card carries its own significance and archetype, right? And those can be expressed within a spectrum of like enlightened mastery energy to like unconscious, dark shadow qualities. The shadow qualities of the King of Pentacles is controlling and possessive and not really manipulative, but stubborn as all hell. And then with the Seven of Pentacles, this is like, I have worked so hard, I've put in so much energy, but things are stalling, things aren't moving. I have come so far and I still have such a long way to go. And I'm like reassessing the path ahead. Yeah, things are stalling or things are slow right now. So it's like someone could be very frustrated that they've been working for such a long time, and maybe they're feeling confronted with this like lack of control. So that could be this energy if it's coming from a disempowered place. But if it's coming from an empowered place, like the more enlightened, expression of this energy is like, I am persevering. I'm taking my time. I am managing my resources. I am still right now, and I am powerfully, decisively, consciously standing still and assessing my path, assessing my situation right now. And, I'm in control, and I'm choosing to wait. So it could either be an energy of that or an energy of like frustrated, for things, not moving forward. What else is going on here to cause this loneliness? Okay, we have the Ace of Pentacles. So yeah, it's like the energy of a new beginning or a new creation is afoot. I almost feel like this card is coming up because there's such a strong desire to create something new. It could be like create a new life for yourself, a new beginning. There could be like a drive to create a new beginning for yourself. What else is going on, causing this loneliness? Okay, we have the Eight of Swords. So, I mean, understandably, there's, anguish. So obviously things have been changing in a cataclysmic way. I could feel that so strong, and the cards also, confirm that. So the Eight of Swords, I like to refer to it as per my Hermetic Tarot deck, which refers to it this way, as the Lord of Shortened Force. And so what that means is scattered energy. And oftentimes that manifests as overthinking, because overthinking is an expression of having so much energy, and it all goes to the head, and it cycles like a washing machine in the head instead of being in the body, and instead of being utilized for exercise or creativity or constructive activity that stimulates the mind and expresses that energy. This is energy that's trapped in the head. Okay. So something that we do as human beings when we're going through a really traumatic situation or a really scary, crazy situation is our egos, in order to preserve us from feeling pain or hurt or, dying, or, to protect us from the vulnerability of feeling exposed or just super hyper vulnerable, our minds will often kick on, and to avoid processing, a more trauma than we can physiologically handle, because that is a real thing. I'm like, I just want to throw away this really dumb narrative that dissociation is something that we should be ashamed of. I mean, everything is contextual, but disassociation is a biological, intelligent mechanism designed to protect us from short-circuiting and frying our nerves even more than they already are. Because when we endure severe trauma, our ego does this, and it says, we are not safe right now. We cannot process this right now the way we need to, because what we need is something that our environment, our relationships, our circumstances, even our own skill set, our own capacity of our nervous system is not equipped to handle. And the ego is smart. It is a servant, okay? We have to understand that it's a servant. It's not an enemy. So it does this thing where it turns the mind on, and it says, no, we're not going to feel this because we can't right now. It's not appropriate or safe right now. So we need to go in the head. We need to spend time in the head to escape the body, because it is not safe to be an animal right now. And what I mean when I say be an animal is it's not safe to inhabit our primordial emotionality sometimes, because the truth is we are animals. And when we endure a trauma, just like a deer runs off into the woods and then physically shakes to process that trauma out, in order for us to process severe trauma, we need to shake as well. We need to convulse. We need to look very weird according to society, according to like the general public. Like it's not a common occurrence to walk into a grocery store and see someone releasing trauma in the produce aisle, you know what I mean? But that's why I say if we're in a situation where we are being abused or we endure a severe trauma and we're not surrounded by safe people and safe tools and safe environments, we can't release it because it'll create even more danger. Like for some people in some situations, there are negative circumstances for expressing yourself. And a very, very common, sad, unfortunate example is the way that in, our Western world society, like many, many, many kids and boys grow up believing, and girls as well, believing that, like emotions are wrong, crying is wrong, having a fit is wrong, having a fit. All this is to say that, we are animals, we need to physiologically express trauma and emotions, but when we can't do that, this is what happens, okay? This is why this card is coming up. This is what it means. So this is a perspective that I think can help ground you and make you feel validated and make you feel not crazy. The reason you're having these thoughts that are haranguing you and making you feel insane is not because you are insane. It's not because you're unworthy. It's not because you're doing something wrong. It is because you're in survival mode. And that's understandable. And that's really, really heavy, but it's a reality. So I just want to pull a couple cards. What is some advice for moving forward from this loneliness, this pain, this survival? What is some advice? I'm going to put these cards back and shuffle. We're moving through. Okay, we have the King of Cups and we have the Sun. I think this is reminding you that this energy is coming up because it wants to remind you and reflect back to you that who you truly are is someone who is profoundly emotionally intelligent. This guy is the master of, harmony between the mind and the heart. This is someone who's so emotionally intelligent, who's so intuitive and aware and strong at the same time and has integrity. And this is like the ultimate highest expression of the ego, personality, self. This is who you are. And I think this is just reminding you very much in your face, like, you are so warm, you are so bright, you are so brilliant, you're so amazing, you're so smart, emotionally intelligent. You have a wisdom and an awareness that clearly the people around you don't have right now, and you're not crazy for that. You are literally more perceptive than the people who are making you feel unsafe, the people who are triggering you, the people who are not able to be there for you. You live from a perspective, from a place that not many people around you can match. And this is just a reminder of who you are, your personality, your depth, your just how you shine. And I want to get some more advice for just moving through this. Yeah, so we have the Queen of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles. So if this is not already happening, I feel like a part of you knows deep down, or you're already practicing this, which is amazing, that you are worthy of receiving nourishment and abundance. Like, this is what this is all about. This is reciprocity. This is reciprocity. And this is feminine, nurturing abundance. This is this feeling of fullness in yourself, this sweet, easeful, peaceful, confident, delicious feeling. Queen of Pentacles. Think of her like a giving tree, a fruiting tree. She provides, she nurtures. She's a mother, And the Six of Pentacles, generosity, giving, equal give and take, providing, serving, being of service. So this is such a tender, soulful aspect of the self, and something that you already imbibe in some way or another. So I think this is advising you to remember this about yourself, hear it, and also, if you can, somehow act on it. Give to yourself. And if you don't have anyone who you feel like you're able to serve or you're able to give to, or if you feel like you don't have anyone who's able to kind of nurture you, take care of you in this way, do something to give it to yourself, whether that's a verbal affirmation, reminding yourself this is who you are, or maybe writing down moments where you felt this quality in the past, or for some reason, I feel like, some people might like getting a manicure or pedicure. That vision just came to my mind. So take yourself to the salon and get a spa treatment, get a mani-pedi, whatever. But do something that nurtures you. And then one last thing that I want to share that came up for me earlier today, it's so important, is self-respect and nourishing the self. It's not an empty, selfish, dead end endeavor. When we give to ourselves, when we put ourselves in a position where we actually feel comfortable and nourished and abundant and in this Queen of Pentacles energy, we create the capacity and the foundations to eventually be able to pour our hearts and souls into the relationships and the lifestyle, projects, whatever, children, partner, friendships, community, job, like whatever it is that is there for us, as much as we get to be there for it. Like we get to share our wealth, our riches, inside and out with those people and those things, from a place of having a foundation of self-respect and being, sorry, I thought I saw a spider on my wall, but it was just a reflection of this glass jar in a weird way. The writing on the other side made an illusion. But anyway, yeah. So nurturing yourself and doing something for yourself and loving yourself, self-love, whatever. It's such a catchphrase nowadays, and I always kind of felt averted to it. It never resonated with me until I understood it from this perspective that in choosing myself and choosing to be alone and choosing to leave the situations that are hurting me and causing me to feel alone, I am creating from within this sense of strong, affirmed self-worth that I can, grow really strongly, because I'm not getting this from the outside. I'm finding validation from within. I'm having to source this from within, this confidence, this validation from within. Nobody else outside is providing it or able to provide it right now. So I'm the one giving it to myself. And that means confronting mountains of self-doubt. And so if this message is for you, you're probably also going through the same thing. And I see you, and this is no small feat. But respecting yourself and choosing yourself and getting a mani-pedi if you want to, if it feels good, if it feels nurturing, is a gift to yourself and to, again, not just you. It's not just about you. So when we are stuck in this thinking about just the self, it can become a dead end. But it's not, it doesn't have to be a dead end, because when you can learn to respect yourself like this and give to yourself like this, you are setting a foundation for unshakable self-confidence that you can one day provide for your future children, for your future spouse, for your future friends, for your future projects, your future career, your future clients, your future family, whatever it is. If nobody is there for you right now, you can be there for yourself with the purpose, with the intention to one day love the shit out of the people who are going to give you everything, 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 okay? And I just love that, because you know what? I'm going through this right now. So again, if this is for you, you're not alone. You're not alone. And that's one thing that really helped me regain my spark, because, I don't want to go through loneliness and taking care of myself if there's no point. And it's easy to feel sometimes like there's no point, like, oh, I lost everything is changing, nothing is the same, I don't have anything right now, blah blah blah. But it's not true. There's just a void in your life. There's a space where you are confronted with everything inside of yourself alone, and it's a lot. But it is in that space where the potential to strengthen your foundation of confidence and love and compassion exists, that you can one day use and share with the people who do matter. And you will meet them. You will find them. 1000%. If you believe it, if you want it, your heart doesn't feel what it feels in vain. Your heart doesn't long for what it longs for in vain. You are not being put through this cataclysmic change in vain. God did not put you through this because we don't go through things that we can't handle. And even if we feel like we can't handle it, that's a thought, right? And I know that feeling. I know what it feels like to believe or to think or just to doubt that I can't do it. But think about everything that you've been through, and you are here now, and this is just another layer of the unknown. This is another layer of the unknown. And anyone who doubts you is insecure. Anyone who doubts you is afraid. Because they see you and they're afraid. Because this is real. It's reality. I could just keep going on and on and on with this, but I feel like I need to end this here. There's so much I could say. I'm sending you all of my love and support. If you want to work with me personally and you resonate with this, I do offer readings, and you can check the info in my description below to see what kinds of services that I offer. I do a bunch of different kinds of tarot readings. I also do intuitive body art scan portraits, where I scan your auric field visually, and I make a piece of art which you can have mailed to you physically. And then I interpret the forms, elements, and colors that I see and create kind of a cohesive list of just the energies that I see playing out in your field and patterns and themes and stuff like that. So it can provide a lot of insight and a snapshot of what's going on. And I just love it. I have so much fun being psychic and using my gifts to support people. So if you're somebody who wants some support and help and you feel like I might be that person, please reach out. I'm here, and I'm sending you all my love again, and I'll see you next time. Bye.